Welcome to Meet Your Neighbor, the podcast that highlights the people and stories that make Westbrook Village a truly exceptional community. I'm your host, Steve Marilla, local realtor, neighbor, and proud member of this vibrant community. Each episode, we sit down with residents to learn about their careers, life experiences, and what brought them to Westbrook Village. It's a chance to connect, share, and celebrate the unique journeys that shape our neighborhood. Thanks for tuning in. And now, let's meet your neighbor. On this episode of Meet Your Neighbor, I sit down with Doris Mancell, who grew up on a farm in Minnesota's Red River Valley, where she learned the value of hard work, self-reliance, and helping out wherever she was needed, skills that stayed with her for life. Doris spent a short time teaching in California, a role she truly loved. And during that chapter, she and her husband even had a once-in-a-lifetime experience, appearing on a game show and winning prizes worth nearly half of their annual salary. Doris returned to Minnesota to raise her family and continue doing what she loved most, teaching and helping others. The heart of service and community has been a constant theme throughout her life and continues today here in Westbrook Village. This podcast is my way of giving back to Westbrook Village by sharing stories like Doris's. And while I do this to highlight the incredible people in our community, I support this podcast through real estate. If you or someone you know is thinking about buying or selling a home here, I'd love to be a trusted resource. Now, let's meet your neighbor. Hello, Doris.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Really good. It's a great day. We're in Westbrook. Sun is almost shining.
Yep.
Temperature good. Great day.
It's funny how you kind of look forward to a cloudy day once in a while, but not for too long.
Not for too long.
Not for too long. Now, we are both from Minnesota. So where did you grow up in Minnesota?
So I grew up in the Red River Valley, which is by Fargo-Moorhead.
Oh, yeah.
Farm country.
Yep.
We lived on a farm, worked on the farm.
Okay.
4 brothers, 3 sisters, lots and lots of cousins, aunts and uncles, that big farm family.
Big farm family?
Yeah.
So did you actually work on the farm? Did you have chores every day?
I did. And because my mom I was the youngest of 8.
Okay.
And so because my mom had already taught 3 girls how to be in the kitchen, she was kind of tired. I kind of got shoved outside with my dad and brothers. So I did a lot more outside than I ever did inside.
So were you kind of a tomboy?
Definitely.
Definitely a tomboy?
And when we got married, when Mark and I got married, I changed the oil and he cooked.
Really?
Yeah, so we kind of mixed up our roles. Now it's a little more even, Steven. But
sure.
Yeah, definitely a tomboy. Hung with the boys, hung with the brothers, hung with the cousins.
Awesome. I mean, that I remember, and my wife Kirsten has the same thing. She, not on the farm, but at the cabin. It was always just the kids, 10 kids and running around.
Yeah. Baseball games, softball games. There were so many cousins that we could field teams and play.
Really?
Yeah, on a Sunday afternoon.
And they all lived in the area?
Mostly. I mean, like within a half hour.
Okay.
So
what kind of farm was it?
So when I was little, it was horses, cows, sheep, everything, chickens. And then as the boys, because everyone was older, but as the boys went off to college and there was less workers, less people to do the job, then my dad got rid of this, then he got rid of that, and then he just was cash crop.
Okay, cash crop.
At the end.
Yep.
So
beets. Was he a beet farmer?
He was not, but when my brother bought the farm, he turned it into sugar beets.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yes. My wife's uncle is a beet farmer up in Grand Forks.
Oh, yeah. Definitely beet country.
Yeah. Yep.
So
wow. So where'd you go from there? Did you spend your whole childhood in one home?
Yep. My mom and dad had built that home right before I was born, so it was a nice new farmhouse.
Oh,
and
wow.
Room for 8 kids, and it was just great. And then from there, went to college in Concordia, St. Paul.
Okay.
Which is where I met Mark.
Yeah.
From there,
What was your major in college?
I was math and elementary ed.
Okay.
So was he.
Okay.
He was a 4-sport athlete. I was a cheerleader, played basketball, but I got to cheer for him.
Really?
When he was playing his sports. Got to travel with the team when they went to Chicago or, all these other places to play their games.
Wow.
We got to go along. And
I'm shocked at how many collegiate athletes we have in Westbrook.
I know.
And
they're still healthy and young and active.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still play any sports besides golf?
I golf and I play pickleball.
Okay.
He had some injuries and some surgeries, so he did it all too, but now he's just golfing.
Just golfing?
But he's going to try to get back into pickleball. But
okay. Yeah, pickleball is so fun, but it's a little hard on your body.
It's absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so you guys met in college.
Met in college.
All right.
Got married, graduated in May, got married in June, moved to California in August.
Moved to California. Why California?
Well, because we had a placement service. We asked for Northwest USA, small town.
Yeah.
I opened up my information packet, Hollywood, California.
Oh, wow.
It was like a shock, and that's
Yeah.
not what we asked for, but it turned out to be really good.
So what were you doing there?
I was teaching.
Okay.
And so that was during the desegregation portion of LA.
Sure.
I had kids limoed to school from the hills, from the Hollywood Hills and the Beverly Hills.
Oh,
I had
wow.
kids bussed up from Compton, and they had to try to feel like they had the same thing in common, which
Yeah.
they didn't.
No.
But they got along, they grew, they learned, but it was a eye-opening experience for sure.
Oh, I bet. I mean, it's that's the one thing about California. We were traveling on Highway 1, and we looked up the hotel next to us, and it was, I think the cheapest room was like $1,500. We just wanted to see. We were so sick of seeing Porsches. It was like, I want to see a different car. And then all of a sudden it just turned to, there was a homeless woman
Yes.
bathing on the side of the street.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing how difficult it must be to have so much wealth next to so much poor,
Yeah.
and poverty. It's just, yeah, it's hard. That's gotta be hard.
But none of the kids came without issues. You know, the
Yeah.
kids that came from the hills, their parents sadly were using a lot of drugs, and maybe
Yeah.
would send a limo to pick their child up because they weren't able to do it. And the kids that were bussed up, they would come to school talking about the gunfight in their backyard, or
Yeah.
somebody parked his car next to my car, and so he got shot. And I mean, they all have woes and issues, but not the same ones.
Right. And you were elementary?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very, you could really be impressionable on those
Yeah.
children, especially, the parents aren't there because the parents, are out working, trying to make
Yeah.
a living, feed their family, and the other ones are enjoying the riches and the
Exactly.
drugs and
Yep.
the
The
lifestyle.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What a
It was
difference.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No wonder we're all screwed up a little bit.
I know.
I feel pretty
Yeah.
good growing up in Minnesota.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just
mean, it's
normal. Yeah.
yeah, and you don't but you in Minnesota you don't have the big pockets of huge wealth. You have the Minnetonka and the cities and but you're not exposed to it, and it
No.
doesn't show. I mean,
Your next door neighbor might have wealth beyond wealth, but he doesn't let anybody, I mean, he just hides it. He
Right.
has it, but it's not flaunted. And
yeah.
yeah. So yeah.
Well, you see that a lot in Westbrook. I mean,
Yes.
there's a golf course in Minnesota that I never joined, but it was only like $2,500 a year, and it was Indian Hills, and it was considered the blue collar country club, and because there were a lot of guys that could afford it were construction guys and had businesses like that. But I liked it because I'd gone there. You feel like it's one of you. You didn't feel stuffy
Yeah.
or like the big country clubs, and I feel like that's what we have here.
I know. Everybody's got an amazing story, and they're all down to earth, and they're all good people, and
Yeah.
very lucky.
And it does ring true. The ones that never talk about their money are the ones with a lot of money.
Yeah.
And that's been through life, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They don't show it.
So you're in California.
So we worked at a school where we didn't get paid a lot of money. So our entertainment was every Thursday we'd go out for pizza,
Yeah.
or we'd go watch the filming of shows.
Oh.
So we happened to watch the final filming of All in the Family.
Oh, wow.
Got to hear Archie and Edith sing their song, and then they came out with champagne for everybody.
Really?
And while we were there, we met somebody who said, well, you need to go to some of the game shows. And they said, why don't you start with Let's Make a Deal?
Really?
And they gave us some hints.
Yeah.
They said, your teachers, let them know that you're teachers because they want a big audience. So we're in line now to go see Let's Make a Deal.
Yep.
We're dressed up as Mary Ellen and John Boy Walton.
Okay.
And we have a great big postcard that has a report card because we want to let them know we're teachers. And they
Sure.
told us that, is it Chuck Barris?
Yeah. I know.
Somebody
Walbring?
from the Gong Show.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I don't.
Anyway,
Yeah.
they said he's going to come out. You're all going to be in a parking lot, and he's going to give you the rules and directions. And then he's going to say, do you get the message?
Yeah.
And they said, you have to let him know in that first instant that you're a teacher. So we hollered, teachers always get the message. And we got the
nice.
first tickets to go in.
Wow.
And we got to trade. And we won prizes that were half of our yearly income.
Really?
Yeah. So
what game did you play?
So the game was he had 3 items, and you were competing against another couple to bid the price.
Okay.
So Mark, my husband, is a math major, so he wanted them to go first because if they bid $200, he'd bid 201 or whatever,
Sure. He had a strategy.
He had a strategy. So anyway, it was working in our favor until they came to the 3rd item, which was Mr. Coffee, and that was brand new in those days.
Okay.
He had no idea. So he had to bid first, but he bid $40 and the whole audience, he bid $10 and the whole audience went, oh. And Monty Hall said, Mark, you missed that one by a mile. So we lost that. But then, so they got to go on and bid and trade.
Yeah.
But then he came back to us and he said, would you like to trade what's in the cap of, because one of the items we got when we didn't win the bid was sunscreen.
Okay.
And he said, would you like to trade what's in the cap of that sunscreen bottle for a prize? And he said, you didn't look in there, did you? And I go, yeah, I did.
Oh.
And he said, well, there's no money in there. But he said, we'll let you trade anyway. So
wow.
We got a double oven range and a dishwasher. Like I said, half of our yearly income.
Oh, wow.
So shipped it back to the farm in Minnesota, and because we were renting an apartment.
Okay. And you didn't plan on staying in California?
We kind of did. But unfortunately, the year that I was expecting our first child, we went out New Year's Eve, came back, and our home it was an apartment, but had been broken into.
Oh.
Walk in, where's the TV? Where's my guitar? Where's this? Where's that? And then it was like, not staying.
Yeah. So you had to have felt very violated.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we knew we'd never be able to afford a place that was safe. So
sure.
Minnesota's safe almost everywhere.
Yeah. And as honest as you are to say that you looked in the cap, that was pretty good.
It was kind of hard. Yeah, I did look in the cap.
And they still gave it to you.
They still gave us a chance to bid, yeah.
So how long did it take you to get back to Minnesota?
Probably we stayed out there 6 years.
Okay, 6 years. How long after the apartment?
That was in January, New Year's Eve, and we moved back that summer.
That summer, as soon as school was out, you said,
as soon as school was out, we're gone.
And you were both teaching.
Mm-hmm.
And you came back and taught then?
So then we went to Detroit Lakes, which is where my husband was from.
Okay.
Very close to where I was from. And I stayed home with the baby at first. He taught. And then he realized we're never going to be able to afford to send our kids to college. Right. So he went into insurance.
Yeah.
And then I started teaching again. And then he just kept progressing in the insurance world and the financial world.
Yeah.
I kept teaching. And then at the end, I started working with him in the insurance business my last 7 years.
Okay.
So.
Well, that's awesome. And you know what's sad, though, is that you can't make a living and
it's wrong, isn't it?
Education.
Yeah, it's wrong.
No, it's totally wrong. It should be I don't know where all the money goes. I mean, I know principals make a lot of money, and the administration but the teachers are the ones on the front line.
They are there, and they work so hard. These last few years with the distance learning and all of that really, really took a toll on them. And
I bet.
So.
And it used to. So did you go in? I mean, you went in to teaching, and you got a tough start because you saw something that a lot of people don't get to see, which is what you went through with all the rich kids and all the kids from poverty. But did you come in like you're gonna? I mean, I feel like I wanted to be a teacher when I was younger, and I felt like I seen my friends that were in teaching just go in. I'm gonna change the world, and then they just get beat down, and and it's just such a mentally strained industry.
You have to just keep at it. I loved kids so much, and I loved to see what their strengths were. And when I would compliment them, they would pop up and a little more energized, and they would work harder.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just was always looking for what talent do you have? What gift do you have? What is your strength? And I kept trying to remind them of that so that they would, do better and work harder and cooperate a little more with everyone else. And
well, you know what? I try to do that today. When I see people, you on the pickleball courts or at the golf course, I try and be the positive person
Exactly.
and because you don't know what's going on in someone's life and they're crabby or they're
There's usually a
mean.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm not walking in their shoes, so
Yeah.
I try not to add to that because it's so easy to make a joke that's um a little hurtful or negative, and I'm guilty of it, but I really am making an attempt at,
Well,
and I can't believe it's at, I'm in my 50s and now I'm trying to do the right thing every day.
we
But
grow up, don't we?
yeah, but
Yeah.
but you see how it impacts them, even
Yeah.
adults. If you can be positive, it's contagious, and if you're negative, it's even more contagious. So yeah,
But Steve, I noticed that about you one of the first times I saw you on the pickleball court.
really.
Yeah.
Oh,
Positive. Yeah. Oh, stop it.
stop it.
It's true.
I don't do well with compliments. No, well, I appreciate that, and
yeah.
I try to because, some people say if they're going to be a ditch digger, they're going to be the best ditch digger ever.
Right.
I've always said if I have to be the ditch digger, I want to be the funnest ditch digger that people want to work
Exactly.
with in the ditches
Yep.
because being the best never meant much to me, and I know. Boy, especially in Westbrook, there's so many competitive people.
Yeah.
I mean, and I love it, but I'm just, I'm more about the enjoyment of the moment.
So my oldest son went to college out east, and one of his jobs was he was at the serving line. There were 2 buffet lines, and he was the first person to greet the students coming in. And he said they were all crabby and glum and, thinking of something else. And he said, I decided I would smile or say something nice. And he said, pretty soon I noticed everybody's coming to my line.
Oh, wow.
Nobody's going to the other buffet line. And it's like, that's what it takes. And like you said, you don't have to be the best, but you have to enjoy it and smile about it and have fun with it. And so. Yeah,
it's, you just have to enjoy being around people. And if and there's days when your cup's not full enough to handle it, you just have to walk away.
Yeah, exactly.
But because it is draining being positive, but it's even more draining being negative. So, yeah. So you raised all your children in what town?
So Josh was born in California. The other 2 were born in Detroit Lakes.
Okay.
Then we moved to Fairmont and thought we'd stay there a year or 2, but we loved it. The kids loved it. So they all grew up in Fairmont.
Okay.
They all got college scholarships to play sports, 2 Division I, 1 Division II, and it's from their dad. I mean, he's very athletic.
Yeah.
But they 2
You're
went
pretty
east.
athletic yourself.
Well,
Come
thank you.
Yes.
I like to keep up, but
yeah.
And I'm so proud of all of them. They all married people that make them want to be better.
Excellent.
And so these kids, they're kind, they've got integrity, they work hard at their job, they try to make a difference. They all coach for free.
Yeah.
And they all, one daughter gets paid a little bit, but they're coaching and they're helping these kids, not just teaching them how to play a sport, but to be a human being.
Yeah.
So very proud of them. They work hard. And the wives all coach too. So
oh, nice.
That's their way of giving to the community of youth.
Well, I can tell what you're proud of.
I am so proud of them.
Great job raising your kids.
I am so proud of them.
Yes,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I smile every time I think of them.
Yeah.
And they're giving back.
Yeah.
And I always thought I was supposed to be there when I was a mom. I thought I'm supposed to know how to help them navigate life.
Right.
And it's funny how it flipped real quick. They figured things out and helped me navigate life.
That is awesome.
They're good kids.
Yeah.
So
you were helping in the insurance business. Back to your career, the last 7 years. What was that like compared to teaching?
It was. I missed the kids.
Yeah.
Didn't miss the politics, which is what every teacher will tell you.
Yes.
But here was kind of the same thing because I'm educating adults.
Right.
And I worked with the Medicare people. So all these wonderful senior people who grew up in an era where most of them were positive. They counted their blessings. They came in. They were so helpful or happy for every help I gave them. Loved it.
Right.
Loved it. And I didn't have to go home and correct papers for 4 hours.
How? Right. Right.
So
yeah. And how I get mixed reviews talking to people that were in insurance. I just did an interview with a guy from Minnesota that he didn't like it because he said that people were always complaining that the rates were too high. And then when they had an accident or something, they didn't pay out enough. And he just didn't feel good about
He was in property casualty, I bet.
Okay, yeah. And that's the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I see signs around here about helping people with Medicare because that's a hot topic on the pickleball courts. What are you doing? As soon as people hit that age, you're like, what are you doing for
it's a
healthcare?
tricky road to navigate.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Why is it so tricky?
Well, one, they change the rules every year.
Okay.
And so every company changes what they're going to offer and what they're going to take away.
Yep.
And like Mark, he was selling like 15 different products from 15 different companies. He had to take a test for each of those companies to learn his information. Well, if you don't do that, you give a lot of wrong information to your clients.
Sure.
If you don't pick the right policy, it's going to cost you a ton of money.
Yep.
And if you've got somebody to help you navigate, you pick the right policy and pay a more appropriate amount. So
if he's doing a good job, and change the rules every year.
All the time.
Wow.
This year, this is covered. Next year, it's not.
Okay.
This year, you pay, if you go in for a wellness check, you better call it a wellness check, not a physical.
Okay.
Because one year they'll pay for the physical, the next year they won't. It's tricky.
Yeah. Was it kind of fun, though?
It was awesome.
Really?
It was awesome.
Gosh, you have a great attitude.
But these people, they're just great people.
Yeah.
Then you see them in the grocery store, and they're so thankful and appreciative because you saved me $1,000, or you saved me $1,500, or I've got the best policy now; it covers everything, and they're so happy.
Well, it is kind of like, you started out taking care of children and helping educate them, and then you got them at the back end.
Exactly.
And we're all heading back to being a child where we can't work the phone. We don't really. It's because I can't imagine how complicated life is going to be in 20 years.
Yeah. Well, even when I go to my one son's house, he's got this brand new coffee maker.
Yeah.
He wasn't there. I had to go online to see how to work it.
Oh, really?
So, you talk about complicated things, all the technology and devices and phones and everything.
So do you split your time with Minnesota?
I go back. Last year I went back almost every month because the grandkids are all in sports too.
Oh, okay.
And I love watching them. They're like their parents. They work hard. They don't take anything for granted. They give it their all. It's just fun watching all of them.
I bet.
And so.
Yeah, we have a lot of friends that, it's a difference of opinion. Some grandparents feel like they need to get back, and some feel like they go back and they don't spend any time with their kids anyway. So and it's just depends on what your relationship is, for sure, and how busy they are.
They are busy.
Children are way busier than we ever were.
Yes.
They don't get to run around like you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. So you go back and forth. How much time do you spend here in Arizona and Westbrook?
So we're here. We're actually residents. So we're 6 months and a day at least.
Okay.
And then we spend our summers in Fairmont, Minnesota.
Okay.
But go back
and forth a lot.
As much as possible.
So you get in your flying miles.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's never with the same airline, so I can't accumulate miles because one airplane to this place, one to that place, and one to that place.
Sure. Where are all your kids living?
The daughter is south of Denver.
Okay.
The son is in Watertown, South Dakota.
Okay.
The other son is in Ham Lake, Minnesota.
Oh, you got one in Minnesota.
Yeah, one in Minnesota.
Okay. So well, that's fun.
Yeah.
So how'd you find Westbrook?
So we had partners, good friends that we were golf travelers with.
Okay.
And so they suggested we come out here because her brother lived here, and they said, let's come out for a week. We'll rent his house. We'll go golfing.
Yeah.
Well, it was like, oh my goodness, this is heaven on earth.
Yeah.
So then the next time we came back, stayed maybe 2 weeks, and then we bought a house with them, with our golfing friends.
Wow, that's a big deal to get into a house, and everything went well?
It did, and it was like we didn't want to risk putting a lot of money into a house in case we didn't like it, but we thought if we split the cost, we're good. And then we both loved it so much, we kept coming more and more. They kept coming more and more. Then we each got our own house.
Oh, wow.
And then we became residents.
Are they still here?
They are still here too.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
So, yeah, but everybody I talk to here, it's like, you are the best of the best. You're healthy. You're strong. You're positive. I mean, Westbrook is full of amazing people.
It is. And some of the, it's inspiring. I mean, inspiring. The most famous, oldest golfer on Westbrook, right?
Is that Carl?
No, I am forgetting his name now, but he's from Jamestown, Minnesota. And I think he's 99. Ralph,
yes.
He's in the Guinness Book of World Records, I think, for the second for second place most consecutive rounds under his age.
Oh, man.
I mean, he, yeah. And then, like Bud Coates, who's 92, he shot an 80. He shoots an 80. I mean,
How in the world? Yeah.
It's just, and it doesn't matter how far up the tees are because it's still, I mean, every year I never knew I'd lose so much distance as a golfer. Are you experiencing that all?
Yes, it's all in the golf ball.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I need new golf balls and new clubs.
Yes.
Yeah. And the harder you swing, the shorter it goes.
Yes.
It's like everything in life people have been telling me is true.
Yes.
Yeah.
But really the golf ball, I was reading that high compression, like a Pro V1, doesn't work as you don't swing as your swing isn't as far because you can't compress the ball. So you need a softer ball.
So
there you go.
There's my lesson for the day.
It was worth the interview, right?
Yes. Okay. So just
softer compression.
Softer compression would be better.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Because it'll pop off and go farther.
Now I'm getting it.
There we are.
So what else do you do around Arizona for fun?
Well, I bike and I hike, but I'm in the art club. I love to paint. I love to draw.
Do you?
So
tell me about what that art club is like, because I want to get into one of these clubs.
It's a good one.
Is it? So what, do they have painting classes?
They have
classes?
Lessons. Not on a regular basis, but, as needed.
Yeah.
But every month they have a guest artist come in who features a different style.
Okay.
You watch, you learn, you take what you like. And if you really like her, then we ask her to give private lessons, and then she'll come and do that, or he will.
Okay.
And then the next month it's a different, like it might be watercolor or acrylic, or last time we had acrylic skin. I mean, it was just awesome things you would never think of, but you can always learn something, add to your list of things to do.
So what's your style? I mean, are you watercolor? Are you?
That's what I'm learning.
Okay.
Because
and I hear it's very difficult.
It is, but there's Chang. Howard Chang is an amazing watercolor person here in Westbrook.
Okay.
And he teaches classes and
really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to interview him so I can get a free lesson.
Yeah.
I want to do something in the arts. I've done stand up and I've like talking to people, but there's something quiet about painting or drawing. I wouldn't, do they have drawing classes?
They have not yet that I've known of, but
yeah, it's boy, you're getting a well-rounded life here.
I am so happy.
Have you always had the well-rounded, or
yeah,
I mean, I suppose
too much.
Okay.
Choices. But yeah, I've always wanted. If there was something like even here, it's like, oh, you've got dance, I'm going to sign up. Oh, you can do tap, I'm going to sign up.
Really?
Oh, you can do this, I'm going to sign up, because why not?
Yeah,
give it a go.
So your parents must have done a really good job raising you, because it's scary trying new stuff, and not everybody wants to go try everything new, and it takes a little courage. You got to build up. For most of us that say, I'm going to go try dance, but I don't have got 2 left feet.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Well, the thing that scares me the most is my husband loves to sing karaoke.
Really?
And so I said, okay, this is going to be good for me. It's going to make me, like even right now, I'm getting tense. It's going to be good for me, even though I'm tense as can be.
Yeah.
But I will try it too.
Okay.
And so that's the one thing that still scares the heck out of me is put the mic in my hand.
Right.
And I have to sing, oh, dear Lord, help me.
and because something happens to your voice.
I know. It
the
gets
pressure,
tight. Yes.
it tightens. And I feel like I can sing not really well. I can sing good enough when I'm by myself and nobody's in the house.
I hear you.
And then my wife's in the other room. I'm like, it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pressure we put on ourselves.
It's pressure, but it's good for you because it stretches you.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
And people always say, if you're not uncomfortable and growing, you're dying.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I always say, if you're not going to do something productive, don't take up space on this earth.
Right.
Just get going, do something.
Yeah.
Help somebody.
Well, I think, and people always say, why are there no crabby people in Westbrook? And I don't know if this is true, but I always just say, I think the crabby people stay home and watch TV.
There you go. Yeah.
Because there are a lot of homes, you see garbage cans go up, but you've never seen the people. It's not, the one thing about this neighborhood is you don't really spend time with your neighbors right next door.
Right.
And I'm sure that's intentional, so we're not out. I mean, my neighbor next door, like if I have people over for dinner, he'll just walk in and say hi.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Mr. Bill Peterson.
Yes,
I love him.
He's a good man.
Yes, and he found me in my home. I think I've mentioned it 10 times on this podcast, but yes, it is. So,
and people are healthy here, which makes it easier to be happy, not crabby.
Yeah, and even when you see people going through something, they have people to talk about that's already been through it.
Yeah.
I remember when I first hit 50, and
You're so young.
I'm not.
Yes,
that's years ago when I hit 50. But I remember sitting in a hot tub at a Lifetime Fitness, and everyone's talking about their new knees, their new and everything. And I said, when I was in my 20s imagining my life of success someday and sitting in a hot tub, this is not what I imagined.
Not how I
thought it would be quite a bit different. Yeah. So
they bounce through it. They move on.
They do. And it's fun to have those reference points of real experiences. So, and the experiences we hear about are amazing in this neighborhood. So, well, there goes 30 minutes
There goes 30 minutes.
Isn't that fun?
Thank you. So fun.
Oh, yeah. I really appreciate you coming in. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Meet Your Neighbor podcast. If you enjoyed today's conversation, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And feel free to share this podcast with your friends and fellow neighbors. Until next time, take care and keep connecting.